The education system in India will compared to foreign countries. Education system in India is 6 levels, that is pre-primary, primary, secondary, higher secondary, graduation, post-graduation. Whereas in foreign countries, that is UK, US, example, we have 4 levels, that is middle, higher, and higher elementary school and post-higher secondary. For example, we can solve an experiment by math proven factors. For example, in a foreign country, we can solve scientifically proven factors. In an example, we can have the math proven factors. In India, education system mostly focus on practical knowledge, that is theoretical knowledge, rather than practical knowledge. For in education system in foreign countries, they must be focused mainly on practical part. That is not a theoretical part, but it has a scientific experiment result rather than the theoretical part. We can have many books written by the foreign countries. This is why we have less scientists in our India. I mentioned that India is not a scientifics, but I mentioned that in India they have education system must be changed. There must be a change in education system as compared to the education system in foreign countries. In India they have so many outdated syllabus. For example, a book is released and published in 1997. We have published and read it till today. This is why the education system is mainly focused on theoretical part. Practical part should be avoided in India, whereas practical should be added and must be read in foreign countries. We get marks, but in theory part we can get marks, but we could not have applied in an experiment. We have theoretically shown figures. In a figure, we can see only the products and the equipments, but in proven facts, we have so many examples. That is, example, we have when seeing a bulb. Lifting a bulb is not so easy. When compared to the foreign countries, it must be shown. Example, the bulb contains filaments. When we switch on the bulb, we can know the mechanism of the bulb. Okay, we can example. In foreign countries, there are 3 more ways to have good handling of practical knowledge. That is, knowing the experiment, resulting the experiment, and running the experiment well. Whereas in India, we have so less equipment. That is, theoretically done. After theoretical run, we proceed to the practical run. After practical run, we must be doing experiment. Mostly engineering system in India and foreign countries must be same. But the affecting part is, that is, practical knowledge must be not the same. An engineer studying today must be focused on mainly in passing a subject rather than knowing anything in subjects. In India, we can see this step, but in foreign countries, a man must be passed. A man must be passed who have foreign countries. They must be knowing practical knowledge. They must be applied theoretical facts at the same time practical knowledge. When we compare to the both of these, practical knowledge would be focused on. We have proven facts. For example, a man in India is studying the branch. He must be in primary education must be known Telugu, English. Example. For example, in theoretically, but in foreign countries they must be known one single way. That is one branch. That is one subject. So success percentage foreign countries in one branch, not in other branches. That is, we learn all the subjects, that is Telugu, English, Hindi, Maths, all. But we not perfect on all the subjects. But in foreign countries, they must be learn only one language and perfect in only one subject and succeed only in one way. We can discuss between both of them. Thus, higher success in foreign countries, rather less and ill success in